Hi, beautiful souls. Happy Friday and welcome to this weekend's reading for Saturday the 11th and Sunday the 12th of December. So today I am just going to do two readings, so reading one or reading two, so choose. And I'm going to do what I would call a mini Celtic cross. So just what's been on your mind in the past, what's coming up, those sort of things. So I'll explain that, and then I will draw one oracle card for each of those readings. Estusteia se ekike, ezutea shusteia. Ingekot se tustaka otsea tusteia, oshea zize kingeka, ezutuye suse esie tuka. Ikukache etsuze etusta akike. So there is an understanding of the weariness. There is an understanding of we want something to happen, and an urging to be patient, an urging to stay in the heart, an urging to switch off the TV and just be in the now, be in the present, and breathe into your heart center from time to time. Get back into your body, become really grounded into the now via being fully present in your body. Estusi esi ekukachetsa. Ize tushtea sukuyetsa mo etsia. Ize testa akike. Ezu tushtea shushietsa kmuyetsa. Ize sta shushietsa. Ingeko ezu tuyo shushietsa kmiaka. Ezu tuya. Okay, so let's do some shuffling for those two readings. Okay. All right. And now I'll shuffle the oracle cards, so one for each of those readings. Come on, you have to sit down, Missy. Come on, sit down. That's this is Millie, who I'm looking after at the moment. Oh, you funny thing. She's incredibly affectionate, this little one. And every time I sit down on this chair to record or to do anything, actually she and her sister are sitting at my feet, even though you can't see them. And you just be quiet. Okay, so I'll pull out two of the oracle cards. Okay. All right. So reading one. For reading one, it seems like not much has been happening. It seems that in the past you've been held up, you've been stuck, doesn't feel like you're progressing. And you obviously, on one level, want to progress, but on another level, we don't. It's just a habit of humanity to want to stay the same. We don't like change. We don't like the unfamiliar. It's tough to get out of the comfort zone sometimes. But where you are is represented by the knight, I beg your pardon, the Page of Swords, which this is the You Now card in this mini reading. So the You Now card is to start talking, start being that new aspect of you, that new part of you. Start living it, you're ready to step out into the new you. What's holding you back is this is what is crossing you. So the Chariot is crossing you. So you're not harnessing your energies. You're not pulling your energies out of unnecessary things and focusing on this new you. So try and see if you can do that. See if you can let go of the things that don't really matter in this moment. Now, we may have in the next card a bit of a clue about what's holding you back. What is the issue? Now, this card is around giving and receiving in this little spread here. So what this card in this position for me normally is, what is it you don't know? What is it that Spirit is trying to get you to know? What is Spirit trying to bring to your attention? So when somebody gets this card in the spread, in the configuration that I'm looking at here, it is that you're out of balance in the giving and the receiving. So you're too taken up with looking after others. You're too taken up with giving your energy for the needs of others. Now, it's not that you throw everybody away and discard everybody or everything in your life. It's to come back into balance. It's to really assess, do I live and breathe and give too much of my energy to others? That's what's holding you back. All your energy is used up worrying about others, taking care of others, putting others before you. And frankly, where we are at this moment on the planet, on this evolutionary process, you're really going to have to start putting yourself first. And there's an obvious reason, and you can understand why you need to do that. Even for moments at a time, if that's all you can manage. Ask, what do I need right now? And can you put yourself first? So that's what Spirit wants you to know. It's about your giving and receiving. It's about the balance between the energy going out and the energy coming in towards you. So this process of rebalancing, assessing the energy going out and the energy coming back in, is something that isn't easy to do all in one go. So this is to take small practical steps. This is to assess things on a case-by-case basis. It's to look at the things, like do a list of everything that's worrying you or troubling you or that you're responsible for, and ask, what can I put on the back burner? What can I get help with? And start taking small practical steps to come back into balance. So then the next card is this. And again, you're going to have to let stuff go. You're going to have to maybe disappoint some people. You're going to have to, as I said, reassess, walk away at times from things that don't uplift you, that don't support you in moving forward in the new you. So when things begin to fall away, don't focus on them. Don't focus on the loss. Focus on what it is you are keeping to focus your energy upon. So when you've assessed those, for example, 10 items, and you've let 5 of them go, and you are focusing upon the 5 that is left, that is what this is about. Those 5 things should uplift you. Those 5 things should energize you, and give you and free up some of your energy to maybe give in more efficient ways or more effective ways, and ways that give to you as well as to others. So it's a win-win situation. All right, so the Oracle card for group number 1 is the reflection card. And this is illusion, self-examination, and distortion. So let me read out what that is, number 13. And again, I've forgotten my glasses, but I will persevere. Okay. What you see around you mirrors what you feel within you. The chaos you perceive or experience in your physical reality simply reflects your inner chaos and turmoil. If things are not working well in your outer world, what is it that is not working well within you? This card calls for a thorough self-examination. Do not merely skim the surface. You must delve deep to uncover the truth. This will take time, patience, and commitment. Observe your thoughts and feelings throughout the day and make a note of negative or unconstructive thoughts and feelings. This practice over time will in itself help heal and restore balance in your life. So there's the balance. So the imbalance is also regarding thoughts and concepts and perceptions that don't serve you anymore. So this practice over time will in itself help heal and restore the balance to your life. It may be helpful to keep a diary in which you note your thoughts and feelings. What is it that triggers these thoughts and feelings? Journal writing will also help provided that the journal is for your eyes only. It may also be helpful to seek professional advice from a qualified counsellor or health practitioner who has experience in this field. Commit to this reflective journey. Be disciplined in your approach and you will never look back. The rewards will be greater than you ever imagined. So the affirmation for this oracle card is, my heart is full of love and light. All is well in my world. I feel the peace within me, and this creates peace around me. I observe all that I think and feel. Each negative thought or feeling is automatically transformed to love. All right, now reading number 2. Esietustaka asikeka. Ezutustezi itustaya okomboche sakumukikatshka osteaniana. Esteke estako oste si ikikoche sakamuka. Ezitishtea tsu usuko oshayanama okoya. Iziteshtea zukoya tokomokotitse. Ishtea zukoyatsa asiche. Esietukumo ezieta akike. Okay, so reading number 2. So in the past weeks, days, weeks, months, for group number 2, you've been contemplating the life you've created. How did I get here? This is a guy who's pausing to contemplate the garden he has grown. What does it look like? Why does it look like what it does? Do I like the way that this life has turned out? This has been on your mind, looking at your life. You are ready in the You Now card to fully embody that strength. You're ready. You've done that contemplation. You know what changes you want to make. So this is a person of power. This is a person of truthfully walking their talk. But what is holding you back, what is crossing you, is this, the Queen of Wands. So for me, this means that you need to look at the influence of, in a way, your mother. In this reading, how I read it in this place is, you learned some lessons from interacting with your mum when you were very little. You learned how to see things. And of course, as I've said before in other videos, and I'll put a link below to a video that talks about the inner child and how we perceive ourselves through their concepts, through their perspectives. So the perspectives that you learned, in particular from your mum, are having an influence on you and holding you back from being and walking that new you, that strong you. I would actually do some, again, journaling. Journaling is always very interesting. When you start writing and you just allow the words to flow, you often have insights. So journal about your mum, journal about your dad if you wish, in those early years. What are the first things that you remember? What are the moments when you're a child that included your mum or your mother was a part of? And have a look at what concepts you, upon reflection as an adult back on that moment, you think that you picked up. And see if those concepts are having an influence now and holding you back from stepping forward. Estu sa akike. Indushtaye se etuka etika achuz ze etia. So of course, your mum and every parent, most 99% of parents do the best that they can with their programming running around inside of them. So look back with a compassionate eye. Look back from the wisdom that you've gained as an adult and understand the inner child that is influencing or influencing your mother's perspective on how she raised you and how she saw you in her life. Esti esusa ike, etusteki itse etustuko ombotsi atakani, ezeteste yashusha sakumuke tsi etusta ezekika. So it's to understand that these concepts, these programs are not the truth. It's not real. Once you've identified what your programs are, once you've identified what your habitual concepts are, or the rut of perception that you live within, once you understand that through either journaling or seeing somebody to talk about it, talking about it with a friend, talking about it with your siblings, you have epiphanies, you have understandings, and you start to see that it isn't the truth of who you are. It is a concept that's been overlaid on you, that ultimately you have a choice around whether you live by it or you discard it and choose a new you. So have a look at your mum's influence. This is what Spirit wants you to know. This is the card in that position. It's time to get a move on. It's time to do this. You've done the analysis. You've looked at your life. You understand what it is you want to change. You understand now further what your mother said to you, or how your mother was within the marriage, or how your mum was within her personal life, and how that's influenced you. So now that you've done that exploration, make a different choice with that added knowledge and get a move on and move forward in your life. There's a time for movement for group number 2 now, to actually step out. What this is going to do is going to really help you, because it makes you understand, like understanding why you are the way that you are, and from the perspective of that overlaying of the program that you saw and felt and heard as a child, it actually helps you find a level of peace. It's going to emotionally assist you, because sometimes we don't understand why. And when you understand why, you go, oh, that's it. And you feel better because of the knowledge. So it's going to bring emotional fulfillment, the end of an understanding of an emotional lesson. So the tens in the deck are a climax or an apex of a lesson. So it's going to bring you to an apex of a lesson regarding the influence of that program that you've been living all of your life. And when you identify it, you can then put it down. It's going to lead to another level of deeper understanding inside of you, a further development of following your gut instinct, following the signs and signals that are within you, because you are then separating out who you are, who you want to be, and what you've been programmed to be, and making the choice for who you choose to be. So a beautiful reading for number 2. And your oracle card is called the Dream. And it is something is revealed, insight and breakthrough. It's very interesting. So this is number 4, the Dream, and I'll read this out for you. You will soon break free from a situation that has been causing you concern. Something will be revealed either in a dream or through someone you know and trust. The information you receive will give you an insight into something that has remained hidden from you from some time. Interesting, hey? This will be a big relief for you as you realize that your concerns and fears were unnecessary and unfounded. All is well that ends well. However, do not forget this episode, for it is a reoccurring theme with you. The next time you are unsure of something, try to refrain from jumping to conclusions which are not based on fact. Also, pay attention to your dreams. Try to remember them as you wake up. With time, you will intuitively learn their symbolic language. This message had been floating around in your dream state for some time. So the affirmation for this is, I surrender my concerns and fears. All is revealed at the most perfect moment. All is well in my life. I choose trust over doubt. I remember my dreams and intuitively know their symbolic language. So very appropriate as well, because this final card is about your intuitive powers, about listening to your dreams, about interpreting your dreams as well. And as I said, when you put 2 and 2 together about a concept that you viewed through the eyes of your mother's perceptions, there's an aha moment. And that's the understanding that that dream card is discussing, I feel. Esustea bakike ezutustaya asite. Ezokuketsama akike. Ezotoyo shushietsa akienda. Ezotustaka mokika. Ezotushea suse ibikea asuyondo bokoya. Ezataya shushtaya ambokoya. So before I finish, I want to tell you that underneath this video and all videos from now on, there will be a link tree link. And when you click on that, you will go to various tabs. And the first one will allow you to hop onto my mailing list, where you will get a free video exercise and a series of emails with meditation exercises, blog posts, etc. These are things that will help you navigate what we are going through in this world. There's also links to my Facebook page, to having a one-on-one healing session with me, or receiving a tarot reading from me. I also have a couple of a workbook that is a link. There is a link to on that link tree. And this workbook has a number of exercises that I lead you through to help process the emotions that you may have that are still rolling around, that often have their roots in when we were children and what we saw, felt, and heard as children. So there's a PDF version, an audio version, and you can also get MP3s of 4 of the exercises. I lead you through them myself. So many, many blessings to you all, and have a fabulous weekend. Bye, beautiful souls. Bye.